Hi everyone, the Honorable Mr. Dr. Budiantoro and all my dear friends. Before I start my presentation on this sixth module, let me introduce myself. My name is Selvi Herlina from the Management Department Faculty of Economics and Business, Universitas Persada Indonesia YAI. My presentation and short conclusion of what is 1. The new product development process. 2. Products and services. 3. Definition of the NPD process. 4. Critical variables in the NPD process. A. My presentation, the new product development process. The topic below. 1. The new product development process. In the context specific skills that are deciphered as crucial today and in the future, a key role is performed by the ability to develop products and services at an ever-increasing speed, higher quality at a responsible business practice and corporate social responsibility play an increasingly significant role in public discourse on the governance of globalization, the speed of internet and the speed of information transmission, along with citizens preserve group tools in the environment, successful development and commercialization of the products over time are essential to sustain competitive advance in firms. Through product and service, first, we shall clarify the term products and how will be used herever, and to do what need to understand what differentiates a physical product from a service. There are two main aspects. A service is intangible compared to a product, so just as a product is an object identified by a specific physical or geometric characteristic. Two, a service is identified only by performance. It is difficult to understand surface and therefore to apply the concept to conformity to the specification that are typical on the manufacturing sector. Contemporaneous supply of a service contrasts with the sequentially of production process and consumption of the product. A service cannot be separate from the context of its supply and consumption, while a product can be. A service cannot be stored. As a consequence, lack of quality in a service is directly transferred to the customer. The impact of human behavior on a service is very strong but less on a product. With a service coherence problem exists concerning the behavior of all the people involved in their reliability. In other words, we as customers always want complex blend of product and service, which can be more or less inclined towards a physical object or a service. In a service ancient product development, the traditional functionality of a product is extended by incorporating business service for better response to customer needs and greater forms of product differentiation. For all the above reasons, from here on, by the term product, I mean a complex mixture. Therefore, advise the reader not confuse the use of the term products as used in book with the more traditional meaning of its physical aspect. 3. Definition of the NPD process. We could describe this process as a group of tasks and activities, methods and tools that are implemented when company wants to develop a product or a service to be sold, supplied. The activities are tasks that can be deployed in parallel with partial or full overlapping or sequential step-by-step. Methods are systematic approach used by development professionals. Other interesting simplified depiction of an NPD process comes from Herstedt et al., who divide NPD into five pieces. His one idea generation and assessment, his two concept development planning, phase three development, phase four prototype development and testing, phase five production, market introduction and distribution. The product development starts in with an idea. During phase one, the idea is evaluated after some interactive loops. A rough assessment could be made according, for example, to company strategy, the marketing, the technology, and the investment plan. In phase two, a detailed product concept is deployed and the project is planned. In phase three, actual development of the product is done together with phase four when the prototypes are built and tested. In phase five, the pre-production is completed in the product launch in the market. Finally, we can consider the structural process in Fujinomoto's book Product Development Performance focus on the American and Japanese automotive industry, where they consider product development as a process by which an organization transforms data on market opportunities and technical possibilities into information assets for commercial production. For critical variables in the Npd process, as in every complex environment, the new product development process changes with different management approaches, tools, and methods, which can vary from case to case, from company to company. Now, let us consider an NPD model presented by Mufato and Penizzolo. It identifies six critical variables that influence the NPD process. For one NPD strategy, the product development strategy is above all related to the way product and service innovation is carried out, leader or follower innovation, for example. But strategy also means how to the company manage competitor analysis, market analysis, and their relationship with technical stake design. Through NPD co-design and supplier involvement. Co-design above all means early supplier involvement, collaborative innovation with supplier during the first phase of the NPD process. What seems to be clear is the supplier dominant component innovation, whereas buyers and lead architectural innovation, and that a second variable between radical inputs and increment inputs. Three, NPD organizational structure and technical staff. In the 21st century, project management development in the 20th century as a group of methods, tool and behavior has received some criticism over the last few years. In the past, PM skills, rules, and activities involved into various bodies of knowledge. These bodies influenced the way projects have been planned with it seems to be emerging is the old goals and probably not valid for this rapid changing present. NPD methods to manage lead time, quality, and cost. There are a great ideal of them. Many come from Japan and have been assimilated and adapted in US. Others and consider traditional methods like quality function development and analytic hierarchy process and can usually be adopted during marketing, market analysis, and product planning activities to manage quality perceived by customer. NPD design and technologies. The digital age we are currently living in offers potential we could not have foreseen just a few years ago, and development in acceleration bringing with it both new opportunities and risk the every human sector. Internet allows people living in different locations to work together in spite of distance. Six, NPD performance. There have been several attempts to measure the performance of product development. Science research have been trying to measure NPD process to define its best practice. During the 80s and 90s, the dominating subject was the decline of Western economies compared to steady growth of Japan's product in world markets. At the end of 20th century, marketing globalization and production the localization to new developing markets brought more change in ways of developing products. Today, contemporary organizations faced with global competition and external environmental turbulence require highly creative NPD teams to survive, more focus on technology and technical innovation to gain and maintain competitive strategic advance. B. The short conclusion, what of is the new product development or NPD process? New product development or NPD process can help companies create a new product. Due to increasingly fierce business competition, companies compete to continue to think creatively and create innovation so that the products provided can meet changing market needs. Maybe that's enough of my presentation, more or less. I'm sorry. Thank you for your attention. Stay healthy.